We're going to be tasting the 2012 1772 Pinot Noir. The 1772, for all of our varietals, are the very best barrels of the vintage. I taste through every barrel, each vintage, many times, making notes on the head of the barrel with chalk. And the barrels from the best lots that show best, that is the best marriage of the oak and the wine, are what end up in 1772. So it's always a blend of various blocks. This year there's four different blocks that went into it. And I also, when I'm selecting those barrels for 1772, I keep in mind that this wine should age a little better than the average. So I tend to select wines that are a little bit more extracted and tannic than vintage average. This wine is generally available for wine club and tasting room only. Tiny quantities of it will go out to the best restaurants and as special customers. There's the earthiness, smokiness, kind of the non-fruit aspect of Pinot Noir is the predominant aromatics. There's fruit as well. It's in the kind of a dark cherry or plum. It's definitely on the deeper side of the fruit spectrum. And there's what a perfumer might call a balsamic note. That is something kind of very rich and savory, some layers and complexities that you don't find in standard wines. The levels of nuance that only reserve wines give you. And this wine is definitely more extracted than the 12 Estate. And this is a wine that, while you can drink it young, I mean, Pinot Noir, you can enjoy it with some pleasure right out of the barrel. But in my experience, these reserve wines start showing really beautifully after 2 to 4 years after bottling. So that's 3 to 5 years after vintage. So I would strongly recommend, if you have a cool, dark place where you can store these wines safely, that you give these reserve reds